Okay, so if you ever wanted to try out Linux, but don't want to partition your your memory and kind of mess your whole thing up because you don't know what you're doing, you can just WSL, bro. How would you WSL? Well, first you need to install WSL, but how to install WSL 2, right? Well, this is how you install it. Oh, damn. Okay, cool. So prerequisites. If you're on Windows, you probably got them, right? Windows 10 is like not getting support pretty soon, so you probably should be. This is what you do in PowerShell, bro. That's it. And by default, you're gonna have Ubuntu, but it's not very swag. I mean, it is pretty swag, but you know, we're gonna do Arch. So once you've got that out of the way, well, what you want to do is WSL dash O. Well, if you want to know all the commands, you can just do that dash help, right? But we probably, oh, we need to get into PowerShell. We can just do WSL dash O and make sure we do dash L before it, you know? So this just gives us every distro we can install. We've got Kali, Arch, Ubuntu, Debian, or Debian. We've got a fair amount. So we want to install Arch Linux. Well, this is what you have to write. Simple. Now it's going to download, and then it's going to install. The install always takes a bit longer. Drum roll. And hunt it. So this is how you can install, how you can like launch it. But you can also just omit this .exe here and just do wsl-drh linux. Same effect, kind of. So right now we just get auto launched into Arch and we're under root. So this isn't good because if you're logged into root, you can do anything. So what we want to do is note that we don't have sudo. What we also want to do is note that we don't have a user. You can see my Windows user here because when you're running WSL, you essentially get your whole Windows machine wrapped inside Linux, and it has like its kind of own branch of directories. That's like standard Linux. But we can add a user. User add -m -g wheel, and then what do we want to call the user? Well, you can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it show type. So then we want to add a password for that user. And we can just type it in twice. So it's been updated successfully. Cool. What else do we want? Well, we don't have Vim. We don't have nvim. We don't have a text editor. Right? So we can do pacman-s vim. Pacman-s vim. Stand corrected. So we're getting a vim. Cool. We still don't have sudo, so we're going to have to do pacman-syo sudo. Yes. That's all we need to get this running, right? So now we can do editor equals vim vsudo. Then we can do slash, percent, enter, and you see how this lit up on this line, uncommon to allow members of any group wheel to execute any command. So we added the user that we made earlier to the wheel group. Now we want him to get boss status, right? So colon WQ after you uncomment it to save it. Simple. Now what we have to do is go into vim slash etc slash wsl.conf, and we've only got a boot.systemd equals true, right? So what do we need? We need a default user. Otherwise, every time we boot up Arch, it's going to put us back into root, which is what we're trying to avoid here. So we can do square bracket user, square bracket close, enter, default equals the name of your user. Don't forget it. So now that's done. And we can pretty much just exit WSL now. So we're exiting Arch. Now we're in PowerShell. So, PowerShell. Awesome. Now what we've got to do is WSL -- shut down. I'm pretty sure this will ensure that our changes take effect. So WSL -d arch Linux, or you could even do .exe, but I'd rather not. Linux, and we're now into the user that we made. So now whenever we let's say we want to get fastfetch, you can't perform this operation unless you're root. So now we have sudo pacman-s fastfetch. Now this will work. Once you put your password, confirm, clear, oh, I forgot a T. Well, now it's just not going to look clean, so we just got to clear it and then do fast fetch. If I can stop clicking random buttons, there you go. So yeah, now every time WSL -d arch Linux, right, you just user, right, -s fish, yes, clear, fish. Now we've got autocomplete too. What do you know? Awesome. So yeah, that's about it. Maybe a little tour. So this is C, much like Windows. Mount ls. We can do cd user ls cd ls. Let's see what they got here. Maybe cd home ls cd. There's the user. User is like the public folder. But yeah, as you can see, home/show, home/ your actual user. As you can see, I've got nothing here. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.